Hello and welcome. You're on Friday Double Bill, India's first full-length film review show. That's Fahad Summer. My name is Mayank Shekhar. Of course, we take a look at all the movies that release at the cinemas near you. And as it turns out, because Ramzan is on, there are no major star-driven projects, but some really exciting pictures. To tell you more, Fahad.
Well, it's such an exciting time at the movies in terms of eclectic world cinema. We're going to kick off the Marathi film Killa that's making waves all over the world.
Killa or the Fort is a Marathi film centered on a 7th grade boy who has moved with his mother into a small town in Maharashtra from Pune. He has recently lost his father. His mother, who's a government servant, takes care of the only child. The movie intimately tracks the life of this boy as he begins to make new friends in his school, dealing with the pressures of both growing up and the loss of his parent. Directed by Avinash Arun, this national award-winning film had also picked up the Crystal Bear at the Berlin Film Festival. Killa is available with English subtitles in the theatres.
You know, Mayank, we are witnessing a renaissance in Marathi cinema. It's been an extraordinary ride, starting of course with the award-winning Court that you and I both loved, absolutely adored. This film, I mean, just that whole sort of rites of passage of a little boy, about the geographical dislocation of a person, about friendship, about betrayal, about trust, about just being a kid. And that beautiful lyrical setting of Maharashtra, the Konkan region, is so stunning. I mean, they have used Ganpati Phule, they've used some of the forts, and it's just an extraordinary, the Killa itself. I mean, where, you know, these little kids are playing out their lives. The sheer innocence of growing up in that milieu is just utterly charming.
Well, the viewers will know, if they've already seen the first half of this show, that we watched a Pixar film, Inside Out. Am I getting it right?
Absolutely.
Right? And here's another film, which is a Marathi film, which is, you know, semi-urban Maharashtra or semi-rural Maharashtra, the way
It's called Rural-urban.
Urban, apparently, Maharashtra. And it's about a child. You know, the Pixar picture was about a child. It's about the pains of growing up. That one was about the pains of growing up. That one was an animation film. This is a hardcore art house cinema in its own right. I mean, we shouldn't use the word art house, actually. It's as mainstream as it gets. But here's what's so special, Fahad. I mean, it doesn't matter where you grew up as a child. Whether you're in Maharashtra or in the US or you're in the world created by Pixar, our experiences are so similar to each other. I mean, I was watching almost my own self growing up to this film. I could imagine sitting in that desk. I could imagine all those kids ever had as friends when we were like 6th or 7th grade. They used to say the same things. You know, we used to have the same teachers. And I think it, you know, it just catches that part of your life so beautifully well. And I think a lot of it, of course, is in the writing, but it comes together so beautifully. I guess it's not just the writing, it's also the cinematography, it's also the performances, and it's also the thought behind the film. Of course, we've dealt with these actors or these kind of characters in the past, and the one movie that came to my mind immediately was 400 Blows, Truffau's first film, you know, which was about, you know, being a school kid, and you know, and then the other one that I saw, which picked up a major prize at the Palme d'Or in 2008, I think it's called The Class. It's a French film, which I think you must check out if you haven't already. We've had Hindi movies too. We've had, you know, Rockford that Nagesh Kokunur made.
That's right.
We've also had Stanley Ka Dabba. So it's not like this is the first time that we're watching school kids in that milieu, but I think in that milieu, which may be very different from ours, and not necessarily that we grew up in, you know, urban Maharashtra, but the life is the same, and you know, the beats are the same, the lines are incredible. I just love this film.
You know, it reminded me so much of Cinema Paradiso. Again, a complete film that would, you know, resonate across the board, no matter where in the world where people love cinema. This is that kind of film that you just love because it just speaks directly to you and straight to your heart.
Well, I think so far as the oh my god moment is concerned, so far as the verdict is concerned, my oh my god moment is the verdict, which is watch these kids, guys. I think kids somehow or the other tend to be the best performers on screen. There's something natural they bring to the table, which is the case with Killa and so many other films we've watched in the past. But this is not just a Marathi movie that you must watch with English subtitles. I think this is world cinema, and by which I mean world standard cinema. It has already picked up a few prizes in the past, globally also. I think it deserves your attention. It certainly is a bar dekho from my side.
You know, Mayank, this is the debut film of Avinash Arun. He's 29 years old. He shot the film himself. He's obviously co-written the film. directed the film. I mean, what extraordinary command of cinematic language, this beautiful, seascapes, the monsoon, the landscapes, the interior landscapes. I mean, this is the work of an accomplished director. It's very hard to believe that this is a first film. So there you have it. It's already a classic as far as I'm concerned. Please, zarur dekhiye aur jaldi dekhiye.
Well, that's Friday Double Bill for you guys. Tell us what you think of the show. Tell us what you thought of the movies. And yes, subscribe to our channel.